Hello friends, I am Kasturi, working as an assistant professor in Bishop Weber College, Tiruchirappalli. Now we will discuss about how to identify first normal form, second normal form, third normal form or BCNF using the given functional dependency. For example, if you want to identify the given functional dependency is a first normal form means first you have to follow the given rule, that is if it is a first normal form which satisfies x tends to y, where x is a prime attribute, y is a non-prime attribute. For example, consider the given relation R A, B, C, D. The functional dependency is A tends to C, B tends to D. Consider this functional dependency. For example, A tends to C and B tends to D. You consider the right hand side part. Here we have two attributes C and D. Remaining we have two attributes A, B. These A, B are here candidate keys. For example, if you take AB closure, that time you obtained A, B, C and D. So A, B is the prime attributes. When we consider this rule, if the functional dependency is in first normal form, at that time left hand side part should be primary attribute and right hand side part should be non-prime attribute. When we consider this functional dependency, A is a prime attribute, B is a prime attribute, where C and D is a non-prime attribute. When we consider this first functional dependency, left hand side part contains a prime attribute and right hand side part contains a non-prime attribute, so it satisfies first normal form. Similarly, if you consider the second functional dependency, B is a prime attribute, D is a non-prime attribute, so this functional dependency is also satisfies first normal form. Therefore, the above functional dependency satisfies first normal form. Third normal form. If the functional dependency is in a second normal form, means which should not satisfy the given condition. For example, x tends to y, that is left hand side part should be proper subset of candidate key, right hand side part should be a non-prime attribute, means which is not in second normal form. If the functional dependency satisfies this condition, means which is not in second normal form. For example, when you consider the given example A, B, C, D, and functional dependencies are A, B tends to C, B tends to D. Now we need to identify candidate key. For example, when we consider the right hand side part, here C variable existing, D variable existing, remaining we have AB. Now we find out AB closure. A variable existing, B variable existing. With the help of A comma B, we can obtain C variable. With the help of B, we can obtain D variable. So, AB closure obtain all four variables. Therefore, AB is here considered as a candidate key. Now we find out proper subset of A. That is, A is also one set, B, AB and pi. These four attributes are namely called proper subset of candidate key AB. Okay. Now we consider the first functional dependency AB tends to C. If left hand side part contains proper subset of candidate key. For example, AB is available in proper subset of candidate key, and right hand side part should be non-prime attribute. C is a non-prime attribute. Therefore, this first functional dependency satisfies the given condition. Therefore, it is not second normal form. If the functional dependency satisfies the given condition means it is not second normal form. When you consider the second functional dependency, B is a proper subset of candidate key. D is a non-prime attribute. Therefore, second functional dependency also satisfies the given condition. Therefore, it is not second normal form. Therefore, the above functional dependency is not second normal form. Next, we discuss about how to identify the given functional dependency is in third normal form. For example, if the functional dependency is in third normal form means which satisfies x tends to y, that is, x should be candidate key or super key, or y should be prime attribute. If the functional dependency satisfies this condition, at that time the relation is in third normal form. For example, the given relation contains four attributes A, B, C and D. Functional dependencies A comma B tends to D, C comma B tends to D, A tends to C, C tends to A. Now we identify the candidate key or super key. For example, if you want to identify the candidate key means you consider the right hand side part, A is available, C is available and D is also available. Remaining we have only one attribute B. Now we find out B closure. With the help of B closure we can obtain only B variable. With the help of B closure alone, we could not able to find out all four variables A, B, C and D. Therefore, it is not a super key or candidate key. Now we combine B with A variable and find out AB closure. A variable and B variable existing. With the help of A and B variable, we can obtain the D variable, and with the help of A variable we can obtain C variable. All the four variables obtained from AB closure. Therefore, AB here considered as a candidate key. Similarly, in this case we have two candidate keys, that is B combined with A and obtained B closure, a CB closure. CB closure, with the help of CB, we can obtain C variable, B variable, and with the help of C variable, we can obtain the A. With the help of A, B, we can obtain D variable. Therefore, all the four variables obtained using CB closure. Therefore, here CB is also considered as a candidate. Once again, you consider the given rule whether it satisfies left hand side part, that is left hand side part should be a candidate key or super key, or right hand side part is a primary key. If the given condition satisfies any one part, then it satisfies third normal form. When you consider the first functional dependent once again, now left hand side part satisfies the given rule, candidate key. AB is a candidate key, but right hand side part did not satisfy prime attribute even though it satisfies any one part mean which is in the normal form. Okay. Then you consider the second functional dependency, CB tends to D. Here CB is the prime attribute. Sorry, for example, CB is a candidate key. CB is a candidate key, but right hand side part D is not a prime attribute even though it satisfies any one condition means it satisfies the normal form. Therefore, second functional dependency is also satisfies the normal form. When you consider the next functional dependency, A tends to C. Here, A is not a candidate key. With the help of A alone, we could not able to obtain all remaining variables. But C is a prime attribute or not. For example, if you take proper subset of CB, at the time we can obtain C, B, CB and pi. Therefore, it satisfies right hand side part, but it does not satisfy the left hand side part. If it satisfies any one part, then it is namely called the normal form. So, third functional dependency is also satisfies the normal form. When you consider the fourth functional dependency, here also left hand side part is not a candidate key, but right hand side part is a primary key because AB is available. For example, if you take AB closure and AB closure proper set A, B, AB and pi. So, A is available in proper subset of candidate key. Therefore, it satisfies third normal form. The above four conditions satisfies third normal form. Therefore, the given functional dependency satisfies third normal form. Now we discuss about BCNF, Bayes code normal form. If you want to find out the given functional dependency satisfies BCNF means we should satisfy the given condition, that is x tends to y. That is left hand side part should be candidate key or super key. But right hand side part we have any key, primary key or non-primary key. If it satisfies the left hand side part contains a candidate key means or super key means it is a BCNF. For example, if you consider the given relation A, B, C, D and functional dependencies, the given functional dependencies are AB tends to C, C tends to D, D tends to AB. Now we find out candidate key for the given functional dependency. At that time we consider the right hand side part, we have C variable, D variable and AB variable. In this particular situation, we could not able to find out a candidate key or super key. Therefore, first we find out A closure. With the help of A, we can obtain only one variable A. Therefore, it is not a candidate key. Here, A closure, with the help of A closure, we can obtain only A variable. We could not able to obtain all 4 variables. That is why it is not a candidate key. Now, if you want to find out a B closure means at that time we can obtain only B variable. It is also not a candidate key. Okay. Then if you find out C closure means with the help of C variable we can obtain D variable. With the help of D variable we can obtain A and B. So all the 4 variables we can obtain. Therefore it is a candidate key. Now we find out a D closure. With the help of D we can obtain AB. Therefore D, A, B, and with the help of AB we can obtain C variable. Therefore D closure is also a candidate key. Now we find out AB closure. A variable existing, B variable existing. With the help of A and B we can obtain C variable. With the help of C variable we can obtain D variable. Therefore all the 4 variables we can obtain. Therefore this AB is considered as a candidate key as well as super key, because minimal attribute keys are namely called candidate key, and superset of key is namely called super key. Therefore here AB is a super key as well as candidate key. C, D and AB, these 3 keys are namely called candidate key. Now we consider the first functional dependency AB tends to C. If the left hand side part contains a candidate key or super key means it is a BCNF. For example, AB. AB is a super key. Therefore, it satisfies the condition. Therefore, this functional dependency satisfies BCNF. Okay. Now, you consider the second functional dependency. Now, we find out whether the left hand side part contains a super key or candidate key. But C is the candidate key. Therefore, this functional dependency also satisfies BCNF. Now we consider the last functional dependency. Here left hand side part should be a candidate key means that is namely called BCNF. For example, D is a candidate key. Therefore, this functional dependency also satisfies BCNF. So, finally, the above functional dependency is in BCNF. Thank you.